Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for July 16th, 2024. This is for Taurus, last shuffle for Taurus. Okay. Yeah, we'll just take that. Spirit said, put it like that. We have back and forth loss, and then we have courage. Even in the face of loss, even in the face of feeling as though you're not really sure whether something was a loss or a gain, they want you to be brave because others are going to be really brave and bold. Okay. With courage, this is saying that they're going to do things that they didn't do before. That, you know what I mean. They're going to have some kind of going to have courage. Just say that their energy is going to be bold as crap, though. And I see back and forth with this intention is that you are just not sure, Taurus, how to react, how to respond. What should your, this is like my initial reaction would be this, but whatever that happens in some event, maybe it's like the opposite of how you truly feel. The event may be really, really joyful, and you're not feeling the love. You're not feeling it. You know, that may be the vibe. Like everything's all great, everybody's happy, and you're sitting there going, "Is this? You know, nobody's seeing this." So there's a loss of excitement in the situation, and it's like it's exciting, and I see people rallying and celebrating, and maybe there's a lot of courage here of people um, wanting to start fresh, wanting to celebrate with you. They are hard to ignore. They would be very hard to ignore. They'd be bold. You may not have the fire or passion or the want or the drive to want to either communicate with them if they're approaching you boldly. You just don't have it. There's something about a loss saying, I can't even muster it up. But at the same time, this would be saying that you are not too enthused to go in that direction. A lot of you are not really sure how to be, but you know that you'd have to respond differently since they're coming bold. You know you have to respond in a way that you get your point across. You can't mince words, so you have to be. You're back and forth almost about what to say, because what I say, you need to understand where I'm coming. There's something about, yeah, we're not going to be. There's no point in faking the funk. There's no point. Like, I'm not interested in small talk right now. We have to make it really clear how I feel about something. Optimism is Page of Cups and Temperance. There's something about being optimistic here. About when this Page of Cups energy comes in, this is talking about being optimistic about some offer from the past, hoping it still stands, hoping that it's the offer. Yeah, offer still stands, and that there's still time in something. Being very optimistic about um, either accepting an offer or some, whatever this is. It might be like old. Someone said something, and it was a long time ago. And some of you may be bold and say, well, you told me last year that I could do this, and but not really discussing this in this new energy. Like, let me just make sure it still stands. Instead, it's like, no, that's what it said, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know, there's optimism about, hey, this would be acceptable, and it's very bold energy. Okay, peace is the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups. What you want is peace. You're coming in with a peaceful energy, and it has a lot to do with not wanting to be abandoned or not wanting a relationship, wanting this connection, wanting something, wanting a partnership or a meeting of the minds. But also there's a there's something about a person not wanting to be abandoned or not wanting to leave something that they feel would be successful, even though it may not be serving them at all. So that could be you wanting to keep a relationship that you may see. It's like, I just don't want to be abandoned by this person, but at the same time, none of this is really truly serving me. Right? I have to, it's like it could be successful. I don't want to walk away before it does become successful. But at the same time, a part of me is making my peace with the fact that your intention is to get on the same page, but the reason why you want to be on the same page is I don't want to be abandoned. I don't want to be shut out. I don't want them to have to feel or to feel like they have an ultimatum and they have to decide. And you're back and forth about which way to respond to something, or you should be. Okay. And also, something about this offer is not going to work anymore. Kind of thing. There's a vibe of like, if somebody made an offer to you, and it was a while ago, say more than 6 months, or like, and seasons have passed, or some mess like that. They're saying that it's still check, like still, because the Page of Cups is like, this is a rudimentary offer. Like, yeah, I mean, it can happen. Just because they say that doesn't mean, yeah, just go do it without saying anything. Like, hey, can that still happen? Um, is that still possible before you start doing things, right? Which I don't think that you do that in general. Almost every Taurus I know is extremely honest. They're like, I don't want to owe anybody. I don't want to owe anybody. So, but the loss energy though is a very interesting, because it's just telling me that you don't have time. It's like you don't have the time for small talk at all. No matter how they come across, no matter how someone comes to you, or no matter what, especially if it has to do with a home, a living situation, no matter what, Spirit's asking you to respond differently, and a lot of the different aspect is like your intention should be uh, that you're open to compromise when it comes to peace. Okay, you're open to that because you don't quite know what to do either. So there's an energy of both, of a compromising, meeting of the minds, which is something that it looks like is wanted. Um, if that makes any sense here. You could be dealing with a Leo, a Sagittarius, and those are the main signs. An Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Right. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Aries cusp, or a Cancer, Leo cusp, or you could be an Aries, Taurus cusp as well, or a Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp. And if you're not dealing with those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.